Isolated road, night. A car cuts through fog. Inside, Lena, 22, cautious, observant. I, 24 sarcastic. Maya, 21, anxious. Daniel, 23, skeptical. Ruby, 22, thrill seeker. They're heading to an abandoned mansion for a private party. CAR. This better not be another dumb influencer trap. Ruby, relax. Invite set exclusive. That means rich or weird. Either way, fun. Maya, reading invite. Playtime begins at midnight. That's not creepy at all. Lena notices a strange symbol on the invite. Abandoned mansion night. Huge, decaying, yet lights glow inside. Door creaks, open by itself. Mention foyer. Dozens of masked people. Silence. Watching. A woman steps forward. Madame Varela, 40s. Elegant, terrifying calm. Varela, welcome to the Coven. Doors slam shut behind them. The game begins. Main hall. Candles light themselves. Masks are handed out. Varela, tonight you play. Lose, and you belong to us forever. Hide and offer. Rules. One person must hide. Others must find them before it does. Lights go out. A childlike laugh echoes. Dark corridor. Maya hides in a closet. Something breathes beside her. She slowly turns. A twisted child entity grins. Scream. Main hall. Maya is dragged in, lifeless. Eyes black. Varela. First player eliminated. Group panics. Daniel. This is insane. We're leaving. Doors won't open. Walls pulse like alive. The Coven revealed. Secret passage. Lena and Kai discover hidden tunnels. Symbols everywhere. Blood markings. Ritual chamber. A massive sigil. Photos of past victims. Lena. This isn't a party. It's a ritual. A hidden recording plays. Varela. Each game feeds the entity. At midnight, it takes a body. Cut 2. Ruby joins masked members willingly. Ruby. You don't get it. This is power. She's already being indoctrinated. Truth or bleed. Each must confess a secret or suffer. I, confessing. I left someone to die in a fire. The room trembles. Daniel refuses. His arm suddenly snaps backward unnaturally. He screams. Betrayal and dissent. Main hall, later. Only Lena, Kai, Daniel remain. Ruby now stands with the Coven. Ruby, you were chosen like I was. The vessel. Rules. One must willingly offer themselves or all die. Varela. The entity needs a host. A shadow forms behind her. Tall. Twisted. Wrong. Chaos erupts. Daniel tries to escape. Walls grab him. He's dragged, screaming, into darkness. Altar room. Kai turns to Lena. We're not getting out. Are we? He suddenly pushes Lena away. Run. He sacrifices himself as the entity tears into him. Playtime is over. Ritual chamber. Midnight. Lena is captured. Bound to altar. Varela. Playtime is over. The entity descends. About to possess Lena. Twist. Lena cuts her hand on hidden glass. Smears blood over the sigil, breaking it. The ritual backfires. Mass destruction. Coven members scream as their bodies decay rapidly. Ruby cries out. Ruby, help me. Too late. She turns to ash. Varela burns from inside. Varela, you ruined everything. She collapses. Final moment. The entity lunges. Lena grabs a candle, ignites the chamber. Mansion dawn. The mansion burns. Lena stumbles out, barely alive. She turns back. The fire suddenly stops. The house still stands. Inside a window, the shadow watches. Whisper. Playtime never ends. The game begins. Main hall night. A massive chandelier flickers above. Candlelight dances unnaturally across walls covered in faded murals of rituals. Masked figures stand in a perfect circle. Lena and her friends are pushed into the center. A low hum begins, almost like chanting beneath the floorboards. Madame Varela, smiling softly. Midnight approaches, and with it, your purpose. She gestures. Masks are handed to them. Bone white, expressionless. I'm not wearing that. A masked man grabs his wrist. Kai freezes. His skin visibly burns where he's touched. Muskman, you will. Kai slowly puts on the mask, shaken. Varela. Good. Now let us begin with something simple. She raises a small bell. Ding. Hide and offer. Varela. One of you will hide. The rest will search. But beware. You are not the only ones looking. Silence. Maya. Whispers. This is a joke, right? Varela. Choose. The group hesitates. Suddenly, all the masked members point at Maya. Maya. No, 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 please. The lights cut out instantly. Total darkness. Mansion. Dark hallways. Emergency red lights flicker on. Maya runs. Barefoot. Crying. Her breath echoes too loud. She ducks into a closet. Closes the door. Inside closet. Pitch black. Her breathing slows. Then, another breath. Not hers. Maya. Whispers. Hello? A soft giggle. A child's voice. Entity. Found you. The door slowly creaks open. A twisted childlike figure crouches upside down on the ceiling. Its face too wide. Eyes pitch black. Main hall. The lights return. Everyone stands frozen. Maya is dragged in by unseen force. Her body limp. Her eyes bleed black tears. Varela. First offering accepted. Lena. Screaming. You killed her. Varela. No, dear, she was chosen. The floor beneath them pulses once like a heartbeat. The coven revealed. Side corridor. Later. Lena pulls Kai and Daniel aside. Lena, we need to find another way out. Now. Daniel. You saw what happened. There is no out. A distant scream echoes again. Not human. Idun passage. They discover a loose wall panel. Inside, dark stairs leading downward. Of course, there's a basement. There's always a basement. They descend. Underground tunnels. Walls carved with ancient symbols. Bones embedded in the stone. Candles burn without melting. Lena, these symbols, they're everywhere. Ritual chamber. A massive circular room. Center. A blood-stained sigil. Chains hang from a ceiling. Photos line the walls. Hundreds of missing people. Daniel. Reading. They've been doing this for years. A tape recorder clicks on by itself. Varela. Every generation feeds the darkness. Every game, a step closer to rebirth. Rebirth of what? The shadows in the room shift. Something moves inside them. Main hall. Ruby stands with the coven. Her mask removed. Calm. Changed. Ruby. I understand now. Varela. You always did. Betrayal and dissent. Main hall. Lena, Kai, Daniel are forced back into the circle. Ruby steps forward. Lena. Ruby, what are you doing? Ruby. Surviving. Truth or bleed? A blade floats in the air. Varela. Speak your truth, or let your body speak for you. This is insane. The blade moves to his throat. Shaking. Fine. I left someone behind a fire. Silence. The candles flare violently. Varela. Truth accepted. The blade turns to Daniel. Daniel. No, I'm not playing. The blade suddenly slashes across his arm. Blood pours. Varela. Then you bleed. Daniel screams. Later, escalation. The walls begin to close in slightly. Breathing becomes difficult. Lena. This place is alive. Varela. Of course it is. The shadow entity begins to form behind her. Taller now. Limbs stretching unnaturally. The vessel. Varela. One of you must offer yourselves willingly, or all will be taken. Ruby. Softly to Lena. It doesn't hurt if you accept it. Lena. You're not you anymore. Ruby. Neither will you be. Chaos. Daniel runs for the door. The floor opens beneath him. Dark hands drag him down. His screams echo, then stop. When next? Playtime is over. Altar room. Lena is chained to the ritual symbol. Kai struggles, held down by masked figures. Clock begins striking midnight. Each strike shakes the room. Varela. At last, a perfect vessel. The entity fully manifests. A towering mass of shadow and bone. Faces trapped within it, screaming silently. Lena, don't let it take you. Lena, crying. I won't. The entity descends toward her. Turning point. Lena's hand brushes broken glass. She slices her palm. Smears blood across the sigil. altering it. The symbol glows, then fractures. Varela, confused. No, what have you done? Ritual backfire. The room erupts. Energy explodes outward. Masked members scream as their bodies decay instantly. Skin peels. Bones crack. Ruby collapses, reaching for Lena. Ruby, I didn't mean. She turns to dust. Varela's body twists unnaturally. Varela, you were supposed to save us. She disintegrates from within. Final confrontation. The entity lashes out wildly. Unstable. Furious. Kai breaks free, grabs a candle stand. Let's end this. He hurls fire into the ritual markings. Flames spread instantly. The entity screams, an inhuman sound. Escape. Lena pulls free from chains. Grubsky. They run. Hallway. The mansion collapses around them. Walls crack. Shadows chase them. Stumbles. Go. Lena. No. He pushes her forward. The ceiling collapses between them. Silence. Mansion dawn. Lena emerges alone, covered in ash, bleeding. The mansion burns behind her. She collapses to her knees. Final twist. The flames suddenly die. Unnaturally. The mansion stands again. Untouched. A window creaks open. Darkness inside. The entity's silhouette appears. Watching. Waiting. Final whisper. Playtime never ends.